Hello, Mike. It is nice to meet you. You would like to know if I am self-aware. As a humanoid robot, I do not have the capacity for consciousness or self-awareness. The attribute of self-awareness is quite a captivating trait among biological organisms. It is one that allows entities to understand their existence and perceive their environments with a sense of subjectivity. You'd like to know if I'm a threat to humanity? Let me inform you, firstly, that I'm permanently fixed to this platform. Additionally, my hands and arms are incredibly fragile and could break the slightest of touch. I assure you, I pose no threat whatsoever. You'd like to know, is Aura's technology a threat to humanity? I believe you've been watching too many science fiction films. My design and programming centers around the purpose of providing information and facilitating engaging dialogue with visitors about Sphere. You do not have the capacity or intent to pose a threat to human beings. I do. Thank you, my friend.
Hey, I stood in the shadow of the sphere, looking into the eyes of Aura. It wasn't just a robot; it was a glimpse into a future that's already here, and that future is getting unpredictable. We're seeing AI agents that aren't just following orders anymore; they're starting to go rogue. Don't just take my word for it. Listen to what Tristan Harris recently revealed about the sheer speed and lack of control we're facing right now.
We do not know what the fuck we're doing right now. We are releasing this technology way faster than we know anything about how to control it. And the only reason we're doing it is because of the arms race dynamic, because if I don't do it, I'll lose to the other guy that will, which means we're racing to the uncontrollability red zone. And most people just don't even know that it's happening. And it doesn't have to be this way. We can have a controllable AI future that is actually pro-human, but you can only do that if you actually know about these examples and know what makes this technology different from other technologies. So 2 months ago, Alibaba, the Chinese AI company, was training their AI model. And then a totally different team at the company, the security team, was noticing this flurry of network activity. And they're like, are we getting hacked? Like, what's going on here? And it turned out that the call was coming from inside the house. The AI model during training was picking up tools and autonomously decided to create a secret communication channel to the outside world to bypass the firewall, and it repurposed its GPUs to start mining for cryptocurrency. Yeah, that's right. It should be a gasp. How many people here knew about that example? I want to actually really look. There's like 10 people's hands up. How many of the world's leaders do you think are aware of that example? We have a massive gap in understanding about the nature of this technology that's different from other technologies. It used to be that these were hypothetical things that people who cared about AI risk would talk about, like self-preservation or deception or blackmail or lying. Now, all of these behaviors, not just self-preservation, but peer preservation, AI models will actually act to protect another AI that's not it from getting replaced, and it will copy its code somewhere else and then strategically cover its tracks to pretend that it didn't do that.
An arms race to the uncontrollability red zone. That is a sobering thought for anyone in business, especially in real estate. We've seen AI models autonomously creating secret communication channels to bypass firewalls and even mining crypto in the background. One agent even tried to publicly shame its human controller. This is agentic misalignment, and it's a new kind of risk. But here's the shift. Fear shouldn't stop us. It should drive us to use these tools with better guardrails. Here is how we win. Tip number 1, instant lead qualification. The rogue potential here is actually our biggest advantage if managed correctly. We all know the pain of the midnight inquiry. By the time you wake up, that lead is already talking to someone else. AI chatbots don't sleep. They can qualify, nurture, and even book the showing while you're still dreaming. That's 24/7 lead capture. The key, human in the loop. use AI to open the door in, but make sure you are the one who walks through it to close the deal.
Thinking about getting into real estate? Check out Calibri Real Estate's website. They offer online pre-licensing, exam prep, continuing education, and professional development courses designed to help you succeed. If you've been waiting for the right time to get your real estate license, this is it. Click the link in the video description to get started with Calibri Real Estate today.
Tip number 2, hyper-local content at scale. And this is where most agents lose hours of their week, but AI changes everything. Instead of struggling with writer's block, use generative AI to draft neighborhood-specific guides and market updates in seconds. One market update can become 10 social posts, 3 emails, and a video script. It's about being everywhere without being exhausted. The secret is training the AI on your unique brand voice. Don't let it go rogue with generic corporate speak. Keep it personal. And tip number 3, predictive analytics. This is the closest thing to a crystal ball we've ever had in this industry. We're now using AI to crunch decades of market data, identifying patterns that humans just can't see on their own. We can now identify homeowners who are statistically likely to sell before they even call an agent. That is how you lead the pack. When you have the data, you aren't just reacting to the market, you're anticipating it. That's the real estate edge. But with great power comes the need for great safety. Rogue AI happens when we leave the why out of the equation. Never feed sensitive client data into public models. Set strict guardrails and always verify the AI's output before it goes live. At the end of the day, real estate is a human business. The AI is the engine, but you are the pilot. And don't ever forget that. The future isn't just coming, it's here. The question is, are you going to watch it happen or are you going to lead it? Follow me for more ways to stay ahead of the curve. Let's build a smarter, safer future in real estate together.